Going on, Lego Maniacs? It's Tyler Lego Guy here, and today we're doing one of the best Star Wars ships to come out of the Star Wars universe. And it's one of my favorite models. I know it's a lot of your guys' favorite models as well. And that is the Imperial Star Destroyer. That's set 75055, had 1,359 pieces, 7 minifigs, came out in 2014. Now this set was going for about 130 US new back in the day. Nowadays this set's going for 228 new or about 143 US used. So it's actually appreciated quite a bit. Anyways, great looking set. It's a great play scale model. We're also gonna check out some movie footage just to see, or movie pictures just to see how accurate this set is. But anyways, enough talk. Let's get right into it. All right, well to begin, let's give you a 360 view of this bad boy. So very nice looking ship. We're gonna get more into the details. Just wanna give you a 360 view first. So first off, let's just take a look at these beautiful engines. I'm a sucker for engines when it comes to like Star Wars sets or any ship basically, and this one is not lacking in that at all. So very nice looking. The other cool thing about this set is it has a back area where you can fit other flick fire missiles. So that's pretty cool. Nice little feature. The other thing, if you notice these gunners, if you pull this little lever, if you want to call it a lever, it moves them back and forth and you have them on both sides. So I thought that was a really nice little feature. As I destroy the little shield generators on the top. The other thing is, it could have had maybe a little bit more greebling, but that's like little detail like up here. But I mean, it's not the end of the world. It also has flick fire missiles in here. I don't have the missiles in there. And then what's actually also interesting is they have some little light pieces to try and give the impression that it's a huge ship, which I can appreciate. Here's the underbelly of it. There is no hangar like, you know, in some of the other Star Destroyers, like the UCS one. And that's kind of what it looks like coming at you. So all in all, very nice looking vessel. I think they did a good job capturing the look. Let's now take a look at the interior, which I know a lot of you guys are waiting for. And then if you notice as well, it has a very nice carrying handle. They kind of started doing this in 2014 and with a couple other models previous, and it's a really good feature, especially for playability. Gives it that beautiful swoosh ability. But yeah, let's take a look at it. We'll get it a little bit more up close for the interior. Another thing is it has a nice looking bridge with a nice looking sticker piece to kind of give the impression of how big this ship really is. The 2006 model, however, allowed you to put minifigs in there, and I don't know if I like that more, or if I like, or if I like the printed piece, or I believe that it's actually a sticker piece here. But anyways, the top just comes off like so, as you saw, and then you can easily access it by opening this up. So great looking interior. Let's start at what's supposed to be sort of the bridge. So as you can see, there is little crew members and officers in there. There's some nice computer pieces as well, some nice stickers. You can very nicely have Darth Vader walk along the bridge like in the movie, which I absolutely love. That is an amazing little idea to have, or I guess feature actually. Then in the inside you can see some Death Star specs. There's Emperor Palpatine. That's actually pull that piece up a little bit closer because it's one of my favorite pieces, and you got to give credit where credit's due. So there it is, very nice looking little hologram. I can't wait to get the Leia hologram from Obi-Wan's hut. And what's actually kind of funny about this too is it has a little coffee mug right there. You know what? Even in Star Wars, they need a cup of brew or whatever you want to call it. Then in this area, a little bit less lackluster. It's just basically like a little area where you can put your guns. There's a mouse droid, an area where the stormtroopers can kind of hang out. It's probably my lesser favorite area. The old 2006 Star Destroyer had a meditation chamber, and I think that would have been a far superior inclusion as suppose, this little area where stormtroopers kind of hang out. But that's just me. I do like the other area though with that little computer. you know, with the display, the coffee cup, and Emperor Palpatine, so Vader can talk to him. But my favorite part about this interior is probably the bridge. I absolutely love the bridge. You can even put some more officers in there if you want to really give the idea that this is a working Star Destroyer, just like in the films. Although 2 is, you know, that's not chintzy at all. It looks pretty accurate. But yeah, that's the interior of the set. Let's now take a look at the minifigs. Before we do that, I just want to center in on this piece a little bit more. I love it when they do little things like this. It's obviously the Death Star, like we were saying, but that's the trench. Anyways, great looking sticker. As much as we don't like stickers, this adds a lot of detail. But now let's get into
here
we
have
minifigs.
3 of the 7 minifigs. Now, I don't quite agree that it's 7, but nice looking minifigs all in all. They even have nice leg printing, as you guys can see. Both stormtroopers are identical. Then we get a Death Star trooper, which is awesome. No back face printing. This was the first year of the angry clone face, I do believe. So there you go. That's where he started. He had his beginnings there. And you guys have no idea how long it took me to find the right stormtroopers that come with this set, because they've probably changed the design 4 or 5 times. But anyways, nice looking minifigs. Let's now move on to the next 3. Before we do that, I just want to give an honorable mention to the mouse droid. I think they did a really good job capturing what these guys kind of look like. But yeah, let's move on to the next 3 minifigs. So we have an Imperial officer, an Imperial crew member, and Darth Vader himself. Great looking minifigs, love them. I'll just open up his cape a little bit so you can kind of see he has no back torso, which is actually interesting. Most minifigs do, even if they do have a cape. But yeah, nice looking minifigs, nothing too crazy, although I will say that this is a very unique, cool looking face for Darth Vader. They rarely ever make him in almost like the Emperor yellow, which they did with this one for some reason, but you know what? I kind of dig it. I think it's pretty cool. And then the Imperial crew members are nothing too crazy. I do like the officer. I like officers more. The crew member surprisingly looks a lot like the 2019 one we got in the new UCS Star Destroyer. They don't look much different. He just doesn't have arm printing. Now, one thing I wanted to mention is if you can see, Darth Vader is taller than the officers, but this has always bugged me with the stormtroopers, that the stormtroopers almost look like they're taller. I really like the fact that they've created the mouthpiece, not only because it creates more detail, but it also makes them a little bit taller. Anyways, I just wanted to give reference to how they've improved on him. Now when he's standing, he's like about that tall. So a bit taller with that mouth guard, if you guys know what I'm talking about. But yeah, those are the minifigs. Let's now take a look at the movie footage pictures and see how accurate this set really is.
Okay, so we got some pictures to help with this comparison. I haven't done this in a little while, so I'm actually excited to do this. So right from the get-go, we can see that Lego, they did a good job basically capturing the look of this ship. Now, they could have maybe done a little bit more detail on the bottom of the ship. I mean, you look right here, the hangar bay is not there. We do get that in the UCS models, however. The other thing I wanted to mention, here's another really good picture. I've actually used this one before, and I do believe it captures it. Now, this may be me being picky. I do feel that maybe it is not as long as it probably should be. You know, compared to how wide it is, I think it should be a little bit longer, but you know, that's just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. But I think that they definitely did a decent job on this. I just feel that I think it could be maybe a bit longer. But besides that, excellent looking model. Here's one from Rogue One. This guy thinks that it looks different in Rogue One. I thought it looked pretty well the same, but that's just me. Anyways, these are the pictures. I thought that they would help out.
Well, guys, that was my review. Hope you enjoyed it. Honestly, I think this model, it's really good. I mean, the engines are fantastic. It has some good play features. The interior's amazing. Yeah, looking from those pictures, I feel like it could be a little bit longer. I don't know. Maybe I'm off the fence about this, but let me know what you guys think. I'd also be curious to know if you guys like this model or not. Any areas you think they could be improved on, if you possibly own it. Personally, I think it's actually a pretty good looking model, and there's very few weaknesses with it. I mean, honestly, out of 1 out of 10, I'd rank it a 9. I think the minifigs are good as well.
But yeah, that's all I got for you today. But if you like this video, leave it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, definitely consider subscribing and click that bell so you're notified for any future Star Wars sets we do on this channel. We do them almost weekly, honestly. I love Star Wars. I know a lot of you guys love Star Wars as well. But yeah, that's all I got. But take care, and I'll catch you on the next one.